So I'm currently just exploring the beautiful Western Australian countryside. I'm actually only about 1 hour away from Perth, so I'm not even that far out from the biggest city in the state. I just have to be careful when I talk because I have already swallowed 2 flies in the last 24 hours. They seem to make the leap when I breathe in before I start talking, so I'm trying to be a little bit cautious. But I was just on a stroll. I've got my little strawberries here. It's a beautiful day today, as Australia normally is. One of the main reasons I love it here so much. I was planning on going for just a little peaceful stroll and seeing what was around my campsite here, but I've seen a few interesting things, so I thought I'd take you for the journey and maybe you'll be interested to see what I'm looking at as well. So first things first, I've got a box of strawberries from the shop and I thought it would be amazing to eat some strawberries while I walk. Feel good, healthy vibes, and lo and behold, I've got 2 things to show you. First one, let me show you now, here's my box of strawberries. First issue I've got, let's put it here right next to this bit of dry poo. First thing, I've just found this strawberry inside the box. Like, look at that, that's 2 strawberries in one. That's next level. Happy days. We're living the dream out here, right? I'm pretty sure that must be the equivalent of finding a 4-leaf clover. Hey, get off it, fly. But the second thing I found in my strawberry box, which has kind of upset me a little bit and it's making me question whether or not I should just throw these away, is that. Look at the mold growing on that. Like, how long has that been there? How can they just have that? You know, the worst thing of all is, like, I'm pretty sure, like any of you, if you've ever brought fruit before from the shop, you go out of your way to try and find the ones that aren't moldy and rotten. Somehow I missed that one. And I don't know how, because looking at the side of it, like, it's so obvious. Anyway, the main reason I wanted to make the video is I'm walking through the bush here, shirt off, trying to get a little bit of a tan, probably just going to burn. But I've just seen a beautiful little shack. I wouldn't even know what to call this. This is like some Fallout video game era stuff. It looks so cool. I'm not sure how long it's been here. I'm pretty sure it's not occupied right now. See if we can see anything through the window. I mean, it was Halloween last night, so hopefully we're not in for a bit of a shocker. I can't actually see, so you've probably got a better view than me right now. I don't know. I mean, there could have been anything in there for all I know. Like, you've just seen that footage. You've probably, well, maybe I've seen it first because I've edited it. But I don't even know what's in there right now. So you've probably just seen that. Who knows what's in there? And it's got a little lock on the outside, which is why I'm pretty sure nobody's occupying it at the moment. But yeah, I just thought it was real cool. It's tiny. It's like a tiny little house. It's even got a power point at the top. Other thing I noticed on my walk, right down there, is some sort of dam. Maybe that's not the right term. A lake, a pond of some sort. And I also see a couple of kayaks. I'm not sure how good the zoom is on this camera, but one of those kayaks there has a paddleboard. A paddleboard? A paddle. It has a paddle. So if it has a paddle and nobody's here, then I might give it a go. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of nice because I'm always keeping my video camera in my pocket now while I'm traveling. And I don't want to force content. I don't want to make content if there's nothing to talk about. But sometimes when I find cool little things like this, I think it's quite exciting to bring other people along for the journey. So let's go and have a look. The terrain is a little bit treacherous. I don't have my hiking shoes on at the moment, so we're kind of freeballing it, hoping for the best. Okay, we made it. Let me show you here. Yeah, a little pond and a little kayak and a paddleboard. Although in all honesty, I mean, we're only in Perth, and if you know anything about Australia, you know that crocodiles don't really come down this far. But I don't know, that water's pretty murky. Maybe it's just the paranoid English in me, but I don't know if I fancy taking a dip in there. Who knows what's in there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth it, honestly. Nah, fuck that. Sorry guys, you know what, if this video gets bloody 1 million likes, I'll come back to this exact spot in Australia and I'll go in there with a kayak. And I'll take this camera with me as well. So, yeah. Some absolutely gorgeous flowers next to the pond here. Still looking at those kayaks. And if you weren't entirely sold on the fact that I am, in fact, not the first person to visit this pond, then lo and behold, we have found a table and chairs. What a perfect place to sit down and eat some moldy strawberries. I think I'm just going to plan on trying to throw away the moldy one and attempting to just eat the rest. So if I end up sick after this, then, I mean, you know what happened. Either I ate the strawberry. Oh God, it's gross. I gotta. Oh, that's cooked. God. Whoa. Okay, so either that strawberry has infected everything else, or I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna find out. I suppose if this video got released, then I probably survived long enough to at least publish the video. I don't know if I don't know how I'm doing after that. I mean, it could be a slow burner, right? But let's find out. So whilst I'm sat here in the beautiful Australian countryside, I thought maybe now would be a good time to just give a little bit of a channel update as to kind of what the plan is with this channel and where I want to go with it. So I'm currently working most of the time, which is making it difficult to do a lot of traveling. So as a result of that, I can't do as many travel videos as I want to. And also I have like very limited time off. So even when I'm not working, I only have a set amount of time for me to be able to like go and travel, enjoy the traveling myself, but also attempt to make some content. But also, like, obviously a lot of the campsites we go to, it's a bit of a drive. Australia is a very big country. So at the moment I'm very limited with my resources with regards to like where I can go, how much traveling I can do, and as a result of that, I suppose the quality of the content is a little bit limited. However, in the near future, I plan on returning to traveling full time with my partner Jen, and we're going to be hitting the road in Australia. I've done it before, but I can't wait to go again, travel around. We're planning on going pretty much all around Oz, and then we're planning on potentially going to Asia, Tasmania. I suppose that's Australia still. But what I want to try and do is like, shouldn't eat with my mouth, talk with my mouth full of food. But what I want to do is create some travel type videos, some videos maybe that are useful for people who are considering getting into the travel life, who haven't done it yet and they've got questions, or people who are just intrigued and want to know a little bit more about what the lifestyle is like. Because I'd love to give like just a real perspective on it, because I think there's way too many just like fake travel videos. Are like, oh, this is, you know, the travel life is so amazing, woohoo, like, you know, all this and that, and it is really amazing. It is. Like, I'm sure if any of you who travel watch this video, you're thinking, yeah, the travel life is amazing. And don't get me wrong, it is, but there are downsides to it as well. And I think, as you know, on social media, all the best things get pushed to the top, and then when people start talking about real things, it normally gets ignored. So I'd like to make a lot more maybe travel type videos, vlogs, trying to give advice and tips as well, and also trying to learn a thing or two. I'm not trying to say like I'm some expert Bear Grylls traveler, because I mean, I'm far from it, let's be real here. But it's nice to, I suppose, share this experience with other people and learn a thing or two. And if I can get to a point where I'm consistently putting content out as well that's enjoyable for viewers to watch, and if I could somehow turn this into like my career, and I could just travel around and make videos. So I've cleaned house on most of the strawberries, although I've kept a few because I did hear there's llamas and alpacas or something like roaming around potentially in this area. So if I do see them, I'm going to try and befriend them with strawberries. I chucked the moldy one. Maybe I should have kept it. No, I definitely shouldn't have kept it. I'd feel terrible. Imagine if I fed like an alpaca a moldy strawberry and it just keeled over. That would be a disaster. I'd just have to leave. I'd have to go straight away. Yeah, so we've got rid of the moldy strawberry and we're just going to go for a bit of a stroll. Although this is a bit dangerous just because like I know like I'm over there somewhere, like my van. The reception is very limited out here, but obviously I don't want to walk the way I've just came. So I'm just going to try and walk off over here somewhere. I think it looks quite inviting through the forest, and just hope that I don't get lost because I don't have water but I do have a camera, so at least I suppose if I start to die of dehydration it will be some great content as long as I make it to the other side. But let's go for a little stroll anyway. Let's see what we can find. Lo and behold, we have found the famous boot. I think there's about 500 boots on this farmland that I just randomly put up on pickets. So that's a good sign though. If I see a boot, I know I'm not too far from... Oh my God, what is that? Can you see that? What is that? Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my God, it's another boot. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, it's a boot. Yeah. Okay. God, I really feel like I'm scraping the barrel for content at the moment. So that's it, unfortunately. I think I've hit the fence line and I'm not sure how much further I want to trek without any water and without anything. I mean, I've got a couple of strawberries, you know what I'm saying? So maybe they'd last me a couple, like maybe 10 seconds or something. But I'm just not sure how much further I want to go with no water, limited phone service and limited everything pretty much. I mean, I've got my camera still. We're still at half battery, so maybe I could make that work. I'll just keep walking and see what happens. But I think the smart thing for me to do now is slowly attempt to make my way back to where I came from, which I believe is up here somewhere, and then to the left, hopefully that way. I've still got a bit of battery on this, so if I happen to see anything exciting, I'll definitely be recording it. But if not, then thank you for joining me on this journey. This is actually a really beautiful campsite. It's about an hour away from Perth in Australia. I'm looking forward to making some more exciting footage. And I'm sorry I couldn't find the alpacas or the llamas. I mean, I haven't seen anything, to be honest with you. I've not seen any kangaroos, alpacas, llamas, nothing. I mean, I've probably only seen like 5 ants. Not sure if you can see that, guys, but there's a few sheep here. They're just looking at me now like, who the hell are these guys, you know? I'm going to see if I can approach without either being attacked or scaring them off, you know? Let's have a little look. Hey guys. Hello. Hello. I could get maybe a little bit closer, but truth be told, oh, hello. Truth be told, I'm a bit worried I might get mauled by like 4 sheep. I mean, they're terrified. I mean, would you be terrified if you saw me walking through the forest like this without my shirt on? I just don't know. I don't know what's gotten into them. I thought I was a very approachable guy, but maybe not. Sad times. You know, The one thing I love about Oz is, I think, just how safe it is. A lot of my friends back home in the UK, you know, they seem to have this idea that there's just heaps of bugs, lizards, snakes and spiders everywhere, but I've not seen one, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if you can see, this is like an ant's nest here, and there's a faint line that runs from here, I hope you can see it in the video camera, all the way, can you see it? This faint line, it runs all the way over to here, which is an absolutely huge ant's nest. I'm sure you can see them all moving around. And then from there, I've never seen this before, you can see another line, which I thought it was like sprayed into the floor at first. I thought this had been something that had been man-made. But the more I look at it, it looks as if the ants have been here so long, they seem to have set up their own road system. I mean, they've done what the Romans did, but it appears to be another ant's nest here. And there's quite a lot of ants at this tree stump, actually. Just incredible. Huge line running from like ant's nest to ant's nest. Okay guys, I'm panting so hard walking up this hill, but I just wanted to let you guys know I found the van. It's okay. We made it, baby. We made it.